bunch of people on, plus some people are on camera, it's too choppy, man. It just doesn't work right.
Right. That's why I just hijack the audio because I mean, it seems like to be smooth, and so that it never chops. It seems like as soon as you go live on Google Hangouts, when you have all them people, it started chopping. Now, when you ain't live, it don't chop. So you go
well, if you ever want to get like a setup, like something more professional or whatever, I can help you out. You know, should tell you what to get. You know, it's pretty simple, pretty easy, and I got like a mic stand, and then I got the thing for the microphone. The main thing will be your microphone and the dampener. That you'll that's like it's like almost $180 worth of stuff right there. Yeah, I know it's not cheap, but it's way less than buying like the real deal stuff. I mean, like I said, you start buying the real high quality RE20 microphone and stuff like that, then you're looking at spending some big money. You know, you're gonna spend some big money because that's gonna be like $1,000 setup. Because the microphone itself is like $400 to $600. You know, and then you gotta buy the mixer, and you gotta buy, you know what I'm saying? Like then I don't know if that comes with the microphone dampener. You probably gotta buy that separate, you know, and then all that other stuff, man. So, you know, then there's more stuff to have, and for me, the easiest way is a USB mic. And the best USB you can get, in my opinion, is a Yeti, Blue Yeti. That does a real good job. What's up, Cowboy?
Hey, party people.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Cowboy.
Hey.
Hi, Cowboy.
How you doing?
Hey, just got
I'm Cowboy.
Just got my nails done. Got my
Yep, I know all about you, Cowboy. I know. Hey, man. Brokeback Mountain mother. Yeah, man. It's two cowboys finding their way. I can do a promo.
I'm whatever cowboy you want me to be.
Yeah, right. Giddy up, baby.
Reverse, forward, whatever you want, baby.
You and your assless chaps.
Uh-oh. Hey, we live. And so,
no, we're not.
Yes, we is.
Oh, we are? Oh, oops.
Man, you gotta give us.
Oh, man, did I just say chaps?
That's all right.
How many people are watching us?
5 so far.
Oh, great. That's just lovely.
So,
man, what you life matrix me, man. You life matrix me, bro. Yeah, that's how life used to do me, man. Life would just be like, he called me up, not telling me he's live. He would just be like, oh, by the way, you're live. I'm like, oh, okay.
Now, see, I told you earlier I was going live.
Yeah. Man, let's see how you are. I'll get you back. I'll get you back.
No, they ain't catch nothing but the chaps part. That's it. That's all they chaps.
Oh, good Lord. Oh,
so
my goodness.
And so, hey, how y'all doing? I got my friends on here, Cowboy. We got Scribe on here.
Scarab, man, not Scarab.
I said Scarab.
Okay.
You know I can't talk.
I'm sorry.
I ain't got that deep.
I'm sorry, man. I just heard it. It just sounded funny, man. I just wasn't ready. I'm unprepared now. Okay.
Yeah, we got Scarab on here.
Oh boy, let me see. I'm trying to get to your channel, dude. What the heck, man? They took my subscription away from you, bro.
Yeah, they taking a whole lot.
They took my man. They took my. They done axed you on my side, bro. Hold up.
They axed a whole lot of people because I noticed that the other day. People said, man, I ain't getting no notification. I said,
right, man. I was subscribed to you, bro. I know I was. I've been subscribed to you for a long time, and now I was like wondering why I wasn't seeing. I just figured you were busy, you know. I don't know.
No, they doing that. They doing that to a whole lot of us, man.
Oh boy.
And I said, so we gotta make sure we tell our people, hey, make sure that you still subscribe, because I don't know if they updated something or whatever.
Man, they're always messing around, dude. They're taking away my subscribers sometimes, but it's okay because I'm still gaining more. So whatever, do what you're gonna do, YouTube. It's all right. I see how you are. Y'all push my videos to the back. Ain't nobody getting, you know what I'm saying? They mess with me, man. They don't like me. Every video I make, man, they're making me go back and it's got to be watched by YouTube, bro. You know that? Every video, it don't matter. I can make a video about puppies, bro.
Well, do they at least put likes on it if they like it?
No, it's like this. It's like if I make a video, any video, they come back and say, oh, sorry, we need to manually review your stuff. And I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, we got to check your shit out. So that's what they do. And then they approve it. They usually approve it. Except they didn't approve the one for some odd reason. I don't know what was said. I don't know why that was that. But the one I did with Scott, Guy Fawkes. Me and him was just talking, man. It was just like him and I together talking about. It was pretty good. It was about the Max. It was is it live or is it Memorex or is it? You know, it was like that Mandela effect. And but it was a good, you know, video. Anyway, I monetized it and they came back and said, "No, we manually reviewed that and no, it's not suitable for advertisement." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "That is crazy, man." You know, and it's like they don't give you a chance. I mean, once they say it, that's it, you know.
But you know, the thing is like they should say like, "Hey, I'm sorry, that can't be monetized." Obviously,
Can you tell me why? Can you tell me what about the video is wrong? I mean, can you help me? Can you throw me a bone here?
Just,
dang.
We're not going to monetize that one, but you can leave it up. But like, no, we're going to take it down because I don't get monetized, right? I don't have enough views.
I wasn't going to even monetize, man, until my subscribers said I should. They're like, dude, you should be getting paid for what you do. And I was like, all right.
I think you need at least 1,000 viewers to get monetized, though.
You need 1,000 views. You need 1,000 subscribers. And you need 4,000 views per week.
Right. So I'm not monetized. So they don't mess with me. That's what I'm saying. So if you're monetized, they should just say this video is monetized, this one's not. You know, instead of just
you can monetize anything once you've got the account with YouTube. Mm-hmm. The thing is that, you know, and that in some videos I just don't want, like, especially if I like a lot of times if I like, for instance, people come onto my show and they want to put the show on their channel and monetize it. Please, more power to you. I don't care. You were on my show, so it's cool. But like the ones I don't monetize are typically ones I know where I will use like content that's, you know, that I know is going to be copyrighted. Like sometimes I put videos in there that where I got a show, like some whatever, a news clip or something, and I know that's already going to get busted. So I'm like, I'm just like, I ain't gonna worry about it, man. It's cool, you know. So I just leave it alone. Okay, I don't monetize. I don't mess with it. I don't play. But you know, all this happened when I put out the 9/11 video. Because after that happened, they was like, yeah, we need to watch you. Mm-hmm. Right. You're talking about 9/11. You're one of them.
Yeah, you know that 9/11 is a trigger point too, because
that's
the one. Like, if you could get people to wake up on a 9/11, the rest is like cakewalk. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it was funny because really all it's showing is like Matt just talking about it's Matt's video. That's the funny part. It wasn't even my dang video, man. I was doing a friend a favor. Matt didn't have a channel at the time, and Matt's like, yo, Dan, let me send this to you and you can put it up. And I'm thinking, dang, that's really cool. Heck yeah, I'll put up 9/11 video, you know, because I'm all about truth, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, and they're like, and that's what YouTube said too. They're like, okay, you want to be Mr. Truther boy? All right, yeah, okay, man. Oh, by the way, Mr. Truther boy, Mr. Truther boy, that video you just put out that don't show nothing but just regular news clips and some cartoons showing like the building blowing up and stuff. They're like, yeah, that video has been blocked in every country but the United States. How about that? And then I come back again. And then they're like, oh yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, we even put an age restriction on too.
Belinda says she loves everybody.
Hey, so Digi wants to know what 9/11 is. So,
well, no, Digi knows what 9/11 is. Don't fall. He's trolling you, man. Don't even.
I know.
Digi help pull off 9/11, bro.
I know where you live, Digi.
You know they got some kangaroos up in there, man, to plant those bombs. Come on, man. Everybody knows, man. Hey, man, did you see that Saturday Night Live skit I sent out? That's messed up, man.
Hey, look.
Showing Australia, and dude, you don't want to be in Australia around Christmas time. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Do not go. Don't go. You don't want to be there, man. No, you don't want to do it.
Who was that? I just did a video. I was looking at how Asians now over there in China. Now everybody is on this social.
Oh, I seen that, man. I seen that. You know what the problem with that though? Did you watch that video where they're the news reporter? Did you get that from Jason A?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, here's my problem with this dude. Did you not see? I mean, maybe I'm too much of a truther. Maybe I'm just, maybe I'm too good. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. But here's the thing. When I watched that video, bro, this dude is interviewing these Chinese dudes, right? And the one Chinese dude's talking about how he got railroaded by the government. He's talking smack like, yeah, I can't fly and I can't do this stuff because of this social thing. Do you really think that dude in China, and the dude was acting like he was in China, like the reporter. Do you really think that dude was in talking to Chinese people, man? I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. In fact, the way it looked to me, it looked like green screen. And it looked like he was just sitting there interviewing like American Chinese people talking smack. Because I'm telling you right now, if you're in China and you talk to an American reporter and talk smack about your country, dude, they're gonna send one of those mobile execution vans to your house and be like, honking the horn, honk honk, come on outside, man. We need to show you something. Here, come on in this van, Yeah, by the way, how are your kidneys doing? They good? Yeah. How are your organs?
But I know that they got them cameras over there.
No, they do, man. They do. And you know what? I heard about that social program. But here's what I think they put this stuff out for, man. You know why they do that stuff? They do that stuff to show you that our tyranny here in America ain't so bad. They show you what it's like in other countries so that they're like, really, it's not that bad here, guy. Even though we're taking away more of your rights all the time, and we're trying to take your guns, and we're trying to take, we're basically trying to, take everything away from you. But look, at least you're not China, and that's how it makes you feel. You watch that and think to yourself, dang, I'm so glad I'm here, And so by looking at other people's misery that they show you, at least make up, then you feel better. Now, I'm not saying that it probably isn't the case in China. It probably is, but I think the interviewer and the people in the interview, they were made up. I don't think those were the real peeps. I felt like it was green screen.
Now I do know in Chicago we got the most sophisticated camera system in the country.
Well, Chicago, that's weird because you got the most sophisticated cameras all over the place, probably. But you got this high crime rate. Ain't like nobody really cares. So what's that doing for everybody? It ain't exactly stopping crime.
I think they just testing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're everywhere. I remember years ago, man, I kept thinking to myself, my little town in Texas, I look up on the, on the street, on the traffic lights, man, the booms that go across the road. There's a damn camera up there. I'm thinking to myself, why is there a damn camera? Why is that needed? In this little town, y'all need to have a camera here. And you know what? They're all over America too. They're everywhere. And the thing is like, I think we've just become so inundated with them and seeing them that people just have forgotten that ain't really supposed to be the way it is.
Right. We're used to it.
I saw something where in America here, on your average day, you're picked up by at least, I don't know, it was something like 32 cameras a day on your average day out. And England, it's like 3 or 4 times that.
Oh my God, Digital Intel is a communist. Listen to this comment. You would have such an amazing life over there without guns over there. Trust me. So much safer here in Australia.
Yeah, I'm not falling for
I don't know about that. Dude, I don't know about that. It is safer just because y'all are so spread out. If you got a grudge against somebody and you wanted to do something to them, you got to go really far to get to them. By the time you get there, you've already thought about it, like, I don't know if I really want to.
Well, no, in Australia, you don't need a gun. You just throw a snake or a spider in your house, right?
Yeah. What about all the snake death, huh? Yeah, that's what you do. You just carry like a deadly, just walk outside and pick up a snake because they're all deadly anyway. And you just take a snake and then you go see somebody at their house and you like, hey, man, what's up? Yeah, and you just slip it in the house and you leave. And then they get bit by the snake and then they just think people, oh man, he died of a snake bite. But he was really murdered, man. See what I'm saying? So yeah, Digi, that's what they're doing.
Throw an alligator. We got alligator.
He said boomerang. Yeah, what about boomerang death?
Boomerang.
Yeah, sharpen boomerang.
That only cuts your fingers off, though, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Boomerangs that scared me. I had a boomerang when I was a kid.
They say that I'm low, and y'all just fine.
You don't throw a boomerang in the suburb. I'm just telling you.
Can you hear me now? Can you
well, we threw it. Well, we threw it, man, and it went through my neck. It went through somebody's window. You know, we just ran. We're like,
you throw it out, and it comes back with 4 fingers and like a snake head. You're like,
I turned up my volume.
What else?
Can y'all hear me now? They saying that my volume is low. Y'all fine.
Oh, really?
Okay. My volume. Can y'all hear me now?
No, I'm just kidding, man. You're good. You're good, man. You're good. You're good. Yeah.
And so, yeah, man. And then I was like, I couldn't believe it. I mean, what you think about that Gender 2020? Cause you know we're about one year away.
We're 1 year away from what?
Gender 2020.
Oh, 2020. Yeah, but every time I turn around, there's a 2030 agenda, 2045. Like, dang, dude. I mean, every time we get to the year where this is where the Illuminati was just gonna, like, roll out their plans and stuff like this. They always move it up on us, man. So now we got to wait 20 more years. Like, God, dog, come on, man. Just show yourselves. Show yourselves.
Now I did see that. I was looking at who was that? I think who was that? That was Alex Jones. I don't know where he done went to, but
Alex Jones.
Hold
on, man. Let me get the documents.
He was showing some documents of them talking about the alien release. They had paperwork on the alien release.
Alien release?
No. They was how the generals was talking about the aliens in the 1940s and the
Lord
50s,
have mercy.
And they had them all declassified. I said, man, look.
Are they talking about Mexicans or are you talking about like dudes from outer space?
No, he's talking about generals. Talking about
I know, but I'm saying the aliens they're talking about. Are they talking about like American aliens or are they talking about like alien aliens?
They talking about alien.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
they said they declassified. Yeah. I tell people all the time, look, I can't even handle my world. We got some monsters in Chicago, and they ain't even come from out of town. I mean, out of space.
I don't know, man. I don't believe in aliens.
Let me see.
I don't believe in aliens, man.
I don't know.
I think aliens. I mean, if anything, is extra dimensional beings.
Yeah.
I don't think they're extraterrestrial. I think they're extra dimensional beings. I think that they're fallen. Like like I always say, man, one man's alien, it's another man's archon.
Right.
I tell people, I've seen aliens in my city because I don't recognize some of these people. They're like they want to eat each other.
Crack is a heck of a drug.
No, you got to do Rick James. Cocaine, a hell of a drug. Cocaine. You ever see that?
Yeah, well, that too. But I'm just thinking, I don't know, man. Alex Jones now he's talking about the general releasing alien documents. Oh my Lord! See, I think the way I see this ramp up, and now that Alex Jones is talking about, my whole thing is the alien deception thing. To get everybody prepared for this alien thing to bring the world together. See, I had a theory out there, like, if they were going to bring out, like, then they had to have something where the world would kind of come together, like, and this is what they've kind of pushed in movies, is that the world finally comes together and rids, war, and we put aside all of our differences whenever we're attacked from an outside source. That's boy, it's being pushed all over the place. So I would say, just like a lot of these false flag events, false shootings, false this and that, man, I think that they could easily pull off a false alien invasion.
I'm right with you, Scared. Yeah. I think that aliens are demonic entities, and I think a lot of that is what they're doing is they've been pushing that so that they can. Because if you look at all religions, right, all religions, none of them talk about really aliens, right? That's the one thing that
people it's in the Bible now.
Well, you got aliens in the Bible now, so
you got aliens in the Bible now. So,
but that would be the one thing that would debunk like a lot of religions, right? Like most, well, I'd say all.
Well, that's not really true, man. I mean, a lot of religious texts, it depends on where you go.
That's how
if you read the Mahabharata,
that's how they get to one religion, though.
They talk about that. Well, they're basically talking about fallen angels, but a lot of ancient alien places will be like, see, they talking about aliens, man, because they're talking about Vermana and talking about flying craft, they're talking about these craft that, basically like they would have wars and stuff, man. But like it was like right out of Star Wars, man. This stuff is like 3,000-year-old documents. Now, my theory on that is that that's just fallen angel stuff. That's basically that was it. They all had that kind of stuff back in the day. I think the thing is, the big lie, in my opinion, is the biggest lie of this whole thing, okay, of all the reality that we know right now, is that we think that we are technologically superior right now than anybody before us. Yeah, and that's just a lie.
That's what I said. I said that you could tell in the Bible that it depicts something that's different, because why would God have to make it rain 40 days and 40 nights to wipe out insignificant being?
Because all them people were really tall. He needed 40 days of flood this joker good. Because he's like running a bath for a baby. Dude, you had to flood this joker good. Now you need 40. Because honestly, if you had that much water coming in, it would take like 4 days. You could been like, it could be 4 days to wipe all of us little punks out.
Right, but like 40 days.
When you got giants and real tall people, you need to make sure you flood it nice and good.
No, but he had it rain over the mountains now.
Oh, dude, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And I think that a lot of the Egyptian leaders back in the days were part of it. They're the ones that were part of the bloodline and were able to do, their magic and their
Egypt is when you see Egypt and you see the pyramids down in Mexico, the ones are hiding in China, the all the stuff that you see, all the ancient stuff that you see today, probably aside from, and I wouldn't even say the Roman Empire, but maybe the Greek Empire and that kind of stuff, all that was probably there pre-flood. Like, I don't believe our timelines. I don't believe that our history is being told to us the right way. I think that some very, very well organized people scripted a bunch of lies about our past and created this new narrative that we actually learn today about what history really is. And there you go, there you have it. I think all that stuff was there, man. Like, that's why they all kind of match each other. All the pyramids down in those places match, because and they say, well, people wonder, like, how the heck could all this stuff, could people in another country, be building the same pyramids in another country? How could they be doing that?
They got some now out there, and
they were probably meeting up with each other, or they probably came from the same place. Because every one of these fallen angels, I think, the way I see it, if you 200 Watcher angels that came down here, man, they came down here and they all just took kingdoms. Every one of them would put themselves at the head of, because they were an angel, so they were badass. And then it says they chose whatever women they wanted. They're like, hey, yo, man, she looks hot, come here, and they just snap their fingers and that's it. They just whatever. So I think all that stuff back in them days, man. And then of course, because they were breeding and stuff like that, and it says in the Bible that their offspring were like, they became the mighty men of renown. They were the giants, and they didn't stop growing. Apparently, that's it. Jokers just kept on going. Well, in certain areas, things got pretty bad, because guess what? You start running out of food. They start resort to cannibalism and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, so that's when God was like, okay, we got to do it. We need to do over.
Right, it's time to do this over.
Yeah, it's time to do this one over, man.
You know what?
Bring the water.
Here's the thing I think is, like, Satan learned from that last time, right? And so now we're just all a bunch of idiots that think that we're a bunch of monkeys that grew up, and we keep getting smarter.
Well, it's not really our fault that we believe that way. you know, unfortunately, we've been told a bunch of lies since we were kids. We were told about, you know, evolution, and
did it differently this time instead of showing it.
And I tell people about evolution. I always say, if we evolved from anything, how is this thing still here? If we evolved from monkeys, how monkeys are here? I know the monkeys like, why y'all didn't take me? I gotta still stay a monkey.
Yeah, right. If we evolved from monkeys, why are there still monkeys?
Right.
Yeah, right. Or apes. Sorry, I always say monkeys too.
Well,
apes. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. I mean, you know, but here's the crazy part, man. Is like, since the Mandela effect happened, I kind of laugh because like I've been seeing so many animals that kind of like make the case for evolution and evolutionary changes. I'm like, dude, why don't we show this thing? I almost believe it, man. It'd be hard for me to believe anything if I had seen some of the animals I've seen now.
Wow. Well, you know what? I don't think that's evolution. I think that's just tampering with the DNA again.
Well, I mean, think how quick that just appeared in our reality. Who's to say that, you know, who's to say that evolution changes? And look, man, I just made a video talking about how Tasmania was attached to Australia. I got a bunch of Australians telling me that, dude, I'm wrong, that it was never attached to Australia.
You're kidding me.
And by the way, the dude who founded Tasmania was Abel Tasman, Tasman. But guess what? I found evidence that his name was Taz, so it should have been Tasmania with a Z. All right. So that's the thing, is like, we see, or we've been told about all these changes that happen. They take, you know, all these years to do it. But I'm telling you, man, this stuff can change in a blink of an eye. So you know, thanks to Mandela effect or whatever they're doing right now. So maybe, you know, maybe it's always happened for quite a while. Maybe they've just gotten really good at it lately. They've harnessed it.
You know, and the thing, like I tell people, I ain't heard nothing AI, like the AI, artificial intelligence. People ain't nobody caring about this situation. And if you go back 5-6 years ago, you ain't hear nothing about no artificial intelligence. People don't see that that's a problem, how they gonna take AI now and implement it everywhere. I'm talking about everywhere, not just in one sector.
Well, where is AI coming from? You know, and that's my theory, is like, what AI is, okay, by, you know, basically, in my opinion, you know, I think it's coming from another source, and I think that source is demonic. I think me too. I think that a lot of things, they've just tapped into that source, that other realm where these things can now basically have a more control over our world from their world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they would send over, when the aliens came, or supposedly, a lot of weird stuff was talked about early on. So people would find these, quote, ships and aliens and stuff like that. But here's the weird part about the aliens. A lot of people said, and this was talked about early on, I don't really hear it anymore, but a lot of people think that these aliens, they were like androids. They weren't even real. Like, they didn't like real life forms. They were almost like a shell of, so it was almost to me like a vessel in which to carry the demonic entities through into our world, so that they,
you and I, a lot of, like, I always think, like, when I look back at like all these people's description of aliens, I think it was the old vessels they had, and now the new technology is the new AIs that make them look just like us, and that's the new vessels. That's
what my whole thing is too, is like, if they do come up with a cloning idea, you know, like, so they build clones.
Well, you know, they already did that. You know, they already.
Well, yeah, but here's my problem, like, with that is, like, it's real jacked up, man. Like, this stuff gets real scary. I don't talk about this on my channel. You know, I mean, I'm already dealing with the Mandela effect enough. That's already good enough for me. I start getting
only reason I bring it up, because, you know, I believe that, like I tell people, that I believe if the Bible is 100% correct, I believe the devil's coming through AI. He don't want to be like Jesus. He don't want to come in a mortal body. He want to be able to be immortal.
I gotta tell you, man. You know, and I've been telling people that just as a warning to people. Like, if you see a dude that looks like Jesus, and that dude comes out and he's like, "Yo, I'm here to save the day," Yeah, you might want to check yourself on that one because that dude ain't good. Because right now, all of a sudden in this world, man, Jesus statues started popping up like hotcakes. I'm like, man, dude, what is it with all these statues everywhere, dude?
Yeah.
Like they're everywhere, man, and it's the same dude, you know, like the same Catholic Jesus we've been seeing. But I got a feeling that dude ain't the real dude. You know,
this is the one thing, and I know that it's probably gonna like trip people out, but you know, do we really know what Jesus looks like? And a lot of people are like,
no. Well, yeah, we kind of do, but he definitely doesn't look like the new, you know, the GQ Jesus we see today.
But here's the thing.
I'm just saying.
Here's the thing that I was thinking. So we know that we know they got the blue beam, right? The technology, right? And so they could very well have like the first the false prophet and the Antichrist come down, right? With the blue beam, right? Well, then what happens when the second one comes and it looks just like Jesus, and that's the demonic ones, right? And we're like, that's the second one, and he looks just like all the pictures I have of Jesus. So
this is the thing of the great deception, you know. That's the great deception will happen, right? So I you know, it always made me wonder, like, I don't know, man, like I was worried like people would be deceived by that dude, because you know it is funny how, you know, all these statues that Jesus popped up and all this there's a lot of idolatry here in this world today. A lot of idolatry, man.
Yeah, buddy.
It's ridiculous, man.
We worshiping everything. We worshiping people.
Yeah.
We saw in churches about everything. They got
AI.
They got AI churches now. They got
AI churches. What?
Yeah, they got AI churches.
Hey, man.
They had a Beyonce mass the other day at a Catholic church in New York. Did you see that?
Oh my Lord!
See, the bad part about it, the AI church was created by ex Google executive. People over there worshiping AI.
You know, man, it's, you know, yeah, we're gonna see some crazy stuff, man. I'm just telling you, y'all, just stay tuned, because it's gonna get crazy.
And so that's why I tell people all the time, man. I don't fear monger. I'm just telling y'all, we better be prepared, man. Cause preparedness and fear is two different things.
Absolutely.
I mean, and people say, well, why you fear mongering? No, if the truth hurt, hey, well, you need to check yourself.
Well, really, what it comes down to is being spiritually prepared for this. Right. Getting your house in order. Get your houses in order, people. And like I said, everybody asks me, well, what do you do? I'm like, man, I'm just saying, I just try to walk the right path every day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like, you know, whenever I just try to fight back the thoughts that we all have. I just try to, you know, just try to be a better person. You know, I'm not saying, I'm not perfect, man. I mess up all the damn time. But I'm just saying, like, we gotta, you know, get spiritually prepared, because it don't matter how much food you save up or ammo or any of that, man. Honestly, that can be taken away by a group of thugs that come to your house with more guns and more ammo than you got, you know. So truth is it comes down to the spiritual and you know, getting your personal aspects right with God, and that's what it comes down to.
And I tell people the same thing you just said. I said, because I did a message yesterday. You know, I ain't afraid. You gonna have me speak at your church, I'm gonna tell the truth. And so I was showing them a video of the microchips they're putting in I think they're Sweden over there, where they put in all the Sweden, and they couldn't believe it. I say, well, what you think? If we're gonna have,
come on, man, don't you want to put? What's wrong with the chip, man? It's so good, because you can like open doors with it now and stuff. You know, I mean, come on, man, the chip sounds great. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just joking. You know what's funny is years ago, man, I seen when they was chipping dogs, I was like, oh God. I was like, here's how they're gonna do it. First, they're gonna chip the dogs, and then I said this like freaking 20 years ago. I said they're gonna chip the dogs, and they're gonna chip old people, because they're gonna be like, yo, we gotta chip them because, you know, they walk off, they wander off sometimes, they got Alzheimer's. It's a good thing, you know, put a chip in a person. And then it was like, then it's gonna be the kids, and then it's gonna be everybody. And sure enough, just like I said.
And what your insurance is gonna be like now, you guys?
Oh well, you know, now that we got Obamacare, you know, it's gonna come down to, well, if you want that health care, we gotta put a chip in you.
Right. Well, then it's gonna be this way. But you know what? If somebody cut your hand off to steal all your data, I'm sorry, you still got the other hand. We put chip over there. Well,
you don't have to cut your hand off. They probably just dig the chip out or something. I don't know, but hopefully I don't have to go to that extreme. But yeah, no, seriously, man, no, it's just. And besides that, anything can be hacked. I mean, who's to say that you don't go through? I don't know. Who's to say you don't go through an airport scanner or something and it messes up your chip, and now all of a sudden they like, well, you can't get on the plane because you ain't got a chip. It's just like, man,
we got to do a chip maintenance. You got to take that out.
Like the credit cards. Remember the credit card? Remember credit cards now have chips in them, right? So now we got to, and everybody hates using those things. You put the stupid credit card in and sometimes don't read your chip. And then eventually you end up swiping anyway because sometimes it just don't read. Well, then I'm thinking to myself, what's going to happen next? The next ones you see are going to have a little thing, a little device to scan your hand over it so that when you put the chip in your hand, you have your credit card information right in there. See, that's coming next. I mean, this is it's always incremental, man. They always get you prepared for the next, bull crap step they want to move you into.
They want to put the phone in you too. Next thing you know is that you don't even need a phone on you. It's just going to be in your body.
Hey.
That's why they say, that's why the Bible says we can't be ignorant of the devil's devices. And a lot of people walking around here ignorant. They don't even see it happening. They don't even see it coming. A lot of people.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people see it coming, man. And that's the thing is like, it happens so incrementally. It's like we are the boiling frog, basically.
But right now, it's so fast. It's coming so fast now, boy.
They got a good way of scaring everybody, man. They've used fear to drive everybody into a state of confusion, and people are just like, they're just like zombies. They're like, okay, I'll do it, because they just hear keywords like, okay, it's going to be a safer world when you do this, or it's going to be better for you, or you're going to save more money, or whatever. But the truth is that's what they do. They just try to get you implemented and acclimated to all this kind of stuff, and that's what happens. So anyway, listen, guys, I gotta roll. It's been great hanging out with you for a bit.
That's why I'm glad I started earlier, because you got a show tonight.
I do have a show tonight, and I do have to get ready for that, and I gotta get my dinner ready too. I'm making dinner tonight for everybody. So
what you cooking?
I made some curry chicken, baby.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Curry, yeah, curry. Got the long grain rice, Mahatma rice. Got that cooking in the rice cooker.
Man.
Oh yeah, dude. It's gonna be beautiful, baby, and it's some good curry too.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh man, it's delicious.
And
but
so I'm glad you came on with me, man. Much love to you. Everybody already subscribed to you, but you can.
Man, it's all good.
You can throw out your channel. So they can come over there.
All right, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell me what your channel is.
All right, you can reach me at the Scarab Performance channel on YouTube.
And that's the best. That's the best DJ voice you're gonna ever hear.
Oh man, you guys are too kind. I really appreciate you having me on, bro. Hey, look, we'll do it again. We'll do it again another time, man. Maybe on a day where I don't have a show, so we can spend more time together talking. Because I know you came on my show, so I want to return the favor. Okay.
Yeah. All right, thank you, man.
All right, man. Hey, brother, thank you. All right.
What time are you starting tonight?
What's that?
What time are you starting tonight?
The show starts at 9 p.m. Central Time.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll see you there.
All
right. I love you guys.
Thank you.
All right, see you guys.
And so yeah, man, I'm gonna put the link in the chat if somebody else want to come in, because I thought I gave everybody a link, but sometimes that thing don't work. I don't know why it don't work, but there go the link. And so if somebody want to come on in. And hey, how you doing? Stone Bender, how you doing? Okay, lady, how you doing? Digital, how you doing? Craig, how you doing? Party puppy, how you doing? JW, how you doing? Wake up, man. Wake up is in everything, every show I do.
He's everywhere. Hey, man, I just want to let you know that at 5, I have a stream set up in a half hour. Just to let you know, I'm going to have Johnny Supertramp on. I know that you've been interested in like that whole false flag and hoax thing.
Right.
So Johnny Supertramp is going to be on there, and I've been following him a long time, about probably over 3 years now.
Hang on.
So we're doing that around 5, just to let you know in case I have to cut out of here.
Okay. I mean, because you know me, I only do an hour anyway. So we 30 minutes in. So I'm
yeah,
try.
I know that you were interested in that. So if you want to come over after that and join us, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
We won't be going to NONEs or anything like that. And Johnny Supertramp, he does great stuff on the false flag and hoaxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, also remember he does a lot of numerology. Just bear with us on that. It's not going to be our average show in our community, but I do love the whole false flag and hoax things.
Okay. How you doing, Craig? How you doing?
Craig.
Good, man. Thank you for letting me pop in. And hi, Cowboy.
Hey, Craig.
I knew Craig was gonna be the first one. So I said, watch Craig get hit on that. He gonna hit on that.
Yeah, you know I would try.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much easier to talk than it is to type.
Yeah, it is. I've been using this digital assistant to type, and recently, every time I tell it what I'm saying, it'll be right. As soon as I hit go, the words will change.
Oh, it doesn't get it right exactly, huh?
No, it get it right, and then as soon as I hit send, the words change.
Oh, they're trying to change your words on you.
I said, wait a minute, hold on, how did that happen?
Hey, this morning Awakened State was having a thing at 6:30, and I waited around for an hour, and and Photo never showed up, and Awakened State never showed up, and I was disappointed.
They probably came on an hour after that.
It was scheduled for 6:30. Everybody was waiting. We were all chatting, waiting, and like nothing. Nobody showed up, and everybody left.
Well, that's sometimes things happen.
Yeah, I know. But if you can't make it, you can always go to the chat and say, "Hey, we're having tech difficulties," or I can't come on," or whatever. Just courtesy. Maybe people wake around.
Yeah. Forgive them for.
I do, but I'm the type of person that if I say I'm going to be somewhere at a certain time, I'm usually 15 minutes early, minimum on time, but I'm usually early.
That ain't the timeline you're living in. You're in a timeline.
No, I know. It's just in the business world, it's respectful for the other person's schedule, and if you want to do business with people, you should be on time or early, because then you just respect their life and their business and their schedule, because people have busy schedules.
Well, in this timeline, everybody half an hour late.
You know what, my dad set all the clocks in our house 10 or 15 minutes fast in Hawaii, because my stepmom, she would miss flights and always was late, and but she caught on, so she knew that she had an extra 15 minutes, but all the clocks were 10, 15 minutes fast, set forward fast in the house, and she still was late. She's the only person I've known that's missed countless airplane flights.
Hey, Digital Intel, you want to come in? If you want to, the link right there, man. Just click on.
Can I ask Cowboy a question?
Cowboy here. He got a show tonight.
Yeah, at 5 o'clock. You changed it. I didn't know. Johnny Supertramp 12. Yeah, I didn't even have his. I wasn't subscribed. I just you sent the link and I clicked on it. Yeah, he looks like he has some nice videos.
Yeah, well, that's 12. I've been with Johnny Supertramp when there was Johnny Supertramp, and now you can see he's got 12. So you could tell
he's been YouTube censored and kicked out a few times, huh?
Yeah, just a dozen.
Yeah, there's a guy named. Do you know Henry from Death to Life?
Yeah, no, I love Henry, man.
Yeah, I do too. He goes right to the hoaxes and places and and talks to people, and
I watch him on 153 now because he doesn't do too much on YouTube because of that. So I watch him on 153.
He's on like Death to Life 8 now or something. He's got 8 channels already.
He does an excellent job. He says, "I'm going to break it down."
Break it down. That's right. He's an ex-Marine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a really good job exposing these hoaxes and false flags. I found him about.
There's Breaking the Matrix. He's actually Breaking the Matrix 5 now. I was on his stream earlier today.
Oh, let me write that one down. Breaking the Matrix 5.
Yeah.
Is it breaking or break in?
Breaking.
Oh, Breaking the Matrix 5. Okay, I'll write it down.
It's all separated.
Okay, all separated. Okay, cool. Right on.
You can go to my channel and find them under my channels too. So.
Yeah, I have a kind of a personal connection with a lot of these hoaxes and false flags. I live 1/2 a mile from the Mandalay Bay as I speak right now. So, and I was here in town and everything when it happened, and I have friends in Florida during the hurricanes. My sister lives right outside of Houston in Texas, and I'm from Northern California. I have 2 sisters that live up there. One had to evacuate her house from the fires. So all these events, hoaxes, and everything like that, and directed energy weapons, I have friends or family that live really, really close, including myself, 1/2 a mile from the Mandalay Bay. And I think, well, that's weird. All these things have happened in the last year, and I have mostly myself or friends or family that are been, real close to this. And so I'm really curious on what's going on. Plus Hawaii, that big, false missile thing. My cousin was over there with his wife and 2 kids on Kauai during that 38 minute nuclear attack, false flag thing. So, I mean, it's hit my family and my life and everything really close.
How you doing? I just want to give another shout out, Eugene. We are Dust. Thank you, We are Dust. Shout out to Stone Bender. Shout out to Awaken Saint. Awaken Saint. Wake Up. Thank you for. I'm just shouting out the people that I didn't shout out. JW. Oh man, I didn't even know JW there. He been promoting. Oh, somebody got new things stuff.
You might want to mute yourself there. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I'm muted.
All right.
No,
I'm muted. You showed me how a week ago or so, and I'm muted. Why am I getting echo?
Yeah, I don't know if there's something in the background there or something.
Yeah. No, not me. I don't think I'm muted. Oh, okay. I can.
Hello. Yeah, that's go now. Party Puppy. Belinda. Oh, Belinda, I missed you. I ain't even see you in there, Belinda. You sneak past me. Oh man. But since you gonna go on in a minute, and I've been on 48 minutes. It's I got about 12 more minutes. You got anything special you want to talk, say to the people? Promote your search show tonight, so that people can hear where you're going and what's going on.
Yeah. So it's not going to be the usual show. It's going to be something different. I've been into false flags and hoaxes probably maybe a little bit before I even gotten into the Mandela effect. It probably started out that way, and I've been following a lot of these guys, and I haven't really talked about it on my shows. It's mostly seems like we're into the Mandela effect and things, but I just felt like to me, it's just another piece of the puzzle. It's just another aspect to look at of what's going on in our world, in this world that is controlled by certain people. And we need to look at all these different things they're doing to us and put it all together and not just focus on one piece of the puzzle. But let's start looking at all the pieces of the puzzle so we can put it together and strengthen us. So we might have some people that see the false flags and hoaxes but don't see the MEs, or maybe some people that see the MEs but don't see, the false flags or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that we need to all bring all of this together, this community together, to be strong together and not divided through all these different areas they divide us through.
And
change our minds and deceive us with.
I want to give a special shout out to JW, and he know why. He been promoting my song. I didn't even ask him. you know, and he loved the song so much. He been telling people, I don't know what his method is, but he got people around the world that like him. He promoted the song, and they really liked it, and I want to thank him for the free publicity that he's giving the song. And JW, man, hey, I'm about to send you that copy of that song on CD with my signature on it. You email me at MandelaEffect31 at gmail.com, and I'll make sure you get your
Why don't you sing for us, man?
Huh?
Sing for us.
I don't got the music. I don't have the instrumental music.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the instrumental music. I should have saved the instrumental music where I could sing it. Just because I love the song, man. It speaks to my soul. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, I made that song because we was going through issues, and I say I wanted to make something that speaks to every situation, and so, you know, and that when I thought I was gonna be a gospel artist before I gave it up, because I seen how the gospel artists are in the Illuminati and into the beast system as well. I mean, when I think they had Sunday Best on, and this lady could sing real good, and she was real good. But the only reason they didn't use her because she was burnt. I said, come on, what that got to do with anything spiritual? God look at your heart, and if she sound good and breaking the spirit, well, if that's what y'all about, I don't even want to be in it. And so from that time forward, I had like 50 songs. I was making like 3 songs a week. I had you know how I do shows. I can make a song out of any song. That's what I was doing, 3 songs a week, and I just stopped.
Wow, you put a whole CD together then?
Yeah, I mean, I do a show, and I can put a whole CD together in one show. I mean, I did it on YouTube about 9 times already. So I got about 90 songs, because I put together songs so fast. You know, but I couldn't get into that worldly beat system. I'm not going to sell out my soul.
All right. So my son writes Christian rap, and he's got the whole setup, the recording thing. He's got the singing thing that you sing in, that big round thing and everything. And he writes his own lyrics.
Uh-huh.
The same thing. He's like, all these guys singing about all these things about abuse to women and demonic and crap. He's like, I write all good songs. He's like, and I don't want to be famous because I don't want to be part of their system. I just do it for myself and my friends. He has his friends over and they're all in there singing.
And so, yeah, and I might play that song at the end of this show. That way, that'll be the press song today. I mean, I ain't gonna even pray. I just let that song play, and that'll be our release from the show. Go ahead and talk. I gotta find it.
I'll talk. I was going to talk to you, Cowboy, about the puzzle and everything, the pieces. 2 years I've been kind of putting the puzzle together, and I think the puzzle together doesn't mean the correct, I might have forced some of the pieces in the wrong spot, but it's kind of obvious what's going on. There's a satanic Luciferian group, and whether you want to call them Freemasons or Satanists or the Catholic Church or the Zionist or whatever, there's a small percentage of people, maybe 1%, that are running the show, and now they have power and positions throughout the world, and in every part of every government throughout the world, and they want to implement their new world order. It's very obvious,
right? And that's the thing. It's like, and that's part of when you wrap all that up. Right, that's a whole nother piece of the puzzle. The politics of it. You got the false flags. You got CERN. You got D-Wave. You got AI, you got alien deception, you got the Mandela effect, right? I mean, these are all different pieces of the puzzle that they're doing, right? Gun control, right? That's another one. Are you for guns or are you against guns? Are you for gays or are you against it? Everything is like, what team, what side are you on? And they always divide us on everything. But everything that they divide us on goes against the God. That's the problem. Is it takes us away from what? Our devotion and our we should be looking at to God and our Savior, and it's dividing, and people need to see what they're doing to us, and we need to all stand together under Christ as one unity, one team, one side. That's what we do.
What's happening though, there's a problem. What's happening though is even these Christian channels and truth channels, the people that run the channels, they're getting big egos, and it's all about themselves, and they're not coming together and listening to everybody else. I could see it could easily happen to me.
Hey, so wait a minute, hold on for a second. Stone Bender just told me something I forgot. She remember. I don't know. Wait a minute, hold on. I better make sure. Is it a she? I don't know. I won't say she or he, because I'm looking at the avatar. I can't see it very well. But Stone Bender reminded me that the post that I did when I had 80 subscribers. So that means Stone Bender been following me for a long time.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is you start out small. Everybody has to start sometime, and you start out small, and everything might be sincere, and it's not about you. And but as you get more subscribers, you feel more obligated to bring out more content. You have people relying on you to give them information and speak the truth as best you know it. Hopefully, you're a good Christian and everything. But I mean, the ego is a big thing. We fight it. It's the fighting the flesh. Along with these big channels comes a lot of sponsors that show up. If you get 100,000 subscribers, sponsors might want to get in there and start selling things, promote their products and things. And these people, they sell out.
But let's go back to Stone Bender. I mean, being with Eman's got over 1,700 subs. So, I mean, and I can tell you this, Eman, I don't know if you know this, but I've talked to Stone Bender in other chats. He's ready to start coming on and talking. So
no, I'm not talking about Eman's channel or your channel. I'm talking about the ones that have 100,000.
Hold on, Greg. Well, I'm trying to get Stone Bender. He been following me so long, and when you got somebody that subscribe to you and still like you, that's a
right. But you know what? We got to get Stone Bender on here. He's been wanting to say that he actually wants to come on and talk about things. He's still in the learning process.
Okay, hey Stone Bender, you know what, man? I put the link in the thing, but you don't never click it. Email me. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Email me at MandelaEffect31@gmail.com so I get your email so that I can have you on the show. Because I forgot about that. That song.
Okay, what I was going to say is men are just boys with bigger toys. I mean, it's all about ego. Even when you're in school and stuff, you might be hanging around with the not so in crowd, but all of a sudden you get a best friend that's kind of the, in the in group, and all of a sudden he's your friend, and then you're in the in group, and it's a social network and acceptability and being accepted and loved and, and respected in your group. And it's easy to get caught up in the ego and be popular and things like that. And these big channels, it seems like they avoid certain topics, and they don't and they sell out to. You can see they're selling out to the corporate sponsors and stuff. I mean, RFB and Call for those guys. I mean, come on, it's so blatantly obvious. I mean, I call RFB the shopping channel now. What are you selling today, Ricky?
Yeah, but
I mean.
Well, yeah, I don't want to blast nobody out like that. I mean,
well, I call it. That's probably biblical. That's probably biblical.
No, let me explain to you the reason why I don't do that because everybody, God says in the Bible, a workman is worthy of his hire. So, as long as they're doing honest and as long as they, that's why they got him.
Yeah, well, he RFB. I
I
didn't
mean,
say his name, just RFB. He says Mandela effect's not true, and the Bible changes. There are no Bible
well,
changes. So he doesn't.
you'll be surprised how many people think that. I got people in my own church that think that.
Yeah, but
And,
you know what? As many people as send him information, if he just do any kind of maybe just one day of research, how stupid could he be? He's my
well,
age.
wait,
He can't.
But the problem with that is you got to understand the Mandela effect. You got to understand You got to understand dividers of time. If he's been divided, he might don't never gonna see it because in his timeline it's always been that way. So
Well, I got a
sometimes
good one. I got a good one.
and
You know
sometimes
the
and
You know the
sometimes
big channel? You know the big channel called True Stream Media? It's a husband and wife couple. They're real nice. They do lots of real good videos. They have like 250,000 subscribers. But they did one on the Berenstein Bears, I don't know, a year ago or so. And I was like, wow, all right, they're starting the Mandela. But that was it. Crickets. They saw their books that they read to their kids that they read when they were kids, and they knew it was EIN, and now it's AIN, and they couldn't even look at the book. It scared them. But I mean, how could you just stop when something that
well
phenomenal, supernatural, and not continue? I mean,
well
something is not right there.
and see that's why when people say shift in time or shift in timelines, see when you shift like that and if they messing with frequencies, they can change your frequency easy. I don't know who this is. Oh, that's from my wife. Hold on.
That's true.
That,
I mean,
that,
people are under hypnosis. That's true, Iman.
that's
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I see that because they're like, you start mentioning the word conspiracy or Mandela, people just you can see it in their eyes. They get scared and they just want to run away or change the subject or get away from you.
that's a guest. His name is Craig. They asked me who talking.
See,
But
this
but
is what I was saying earlier about what I was talking about, all the different pieces of the puzzle. Because what I'm seeing is because I go through different kind of the aspects of the false flag hoaxes, Mandela effect, and everything. As soon as we start saying this is Craig, I don't mean put it this way, but I disagree with you. As soon as we start saying if you don't see the ME, you're crazy. Well, here's the thing.
right, that's what I said.
Here's the thing: is that so we're tonight we'll talk about hoaxes and false flags. So maybe some of these people see the false flag and hoaxes, but don't see the ME, right? But
Right.
that's just another tool or another piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
And what if I can reach those people, and they start going, "Wow, you know what? You're making a lot of sense."
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're leading them to God, and we can't say, "Oh, because you don't see the ME,
You
screw you, you're
crazy.
crazy,
Right.
and you're out of here," because nor the opposite way, and that's
Look what we did the other day. Me, you, and Digital Intel, and I forget who else was on the channel that day. How what's the name of seemed like he was turning the corner, and so
Yeah.
it takes time. Sometimes.
Yeah, no, I think you misunderstood me, Cowboy. This couple, True Stream Media, you have to know them. They have a 250,000 subscribers,
No,
and they.
well, see the
But
problem with that.
Let me finish, please. Because they supernaturally saw their books in their houses, the Berenstein books that they read as a kid, that they read to their kid, and both of them read the books and have a distinct memory and how they changed in their house. So they seen that. So it's not like they didn't see the Mandela effect. They saw it, made two huge 30-minute videos about it. I was so happy to hear that they did that when that video. I went, all right, they're seeing, but then they stopped.
No,
I mean, all they had to do was continue to go on. Let me finish one more. They just continue a little more, Iman, and go on looking, and they could see a ton of other changes. Mirror, the maps. They could see all people dying and coming back. They could have gone, but they just stopped at Berenstein Bears, and I didn't understand that.
Well,
how can you just stop?
Let me explain to you. That's what I'm trying.
Okay.
To explain to you. That's how the Mandela effect works. Sometimes, it depends on what timeline they was in at that particular moment. I have photos in my Google photos that I never took before, and so if they have been switched to a different timeline, that may be the reason why they stopped. It's not because they stopped because they didn't care about it. It's because their timeline switched. and they was more susceptible to the timeline that they in. It's not so you can't blame them because you don't know the situation. You don't know why it happened. You know,
what about the thousands of people that made comments? What about keep on searching? Look at the other thing that mentioned all the different other Mandela effects, but they didn't even look.
Well, we can't speculate because even we as people that's been on Mandela effect, including myself, then have videos deleted and we don't remember doing it. People say you did that months ago. We were like, huh? We didn't do that. And
Our memory, we do
this,
have faulty memories at times.
no, it's not that. Not faulty memories. Sometimes this Mandela effect is like a jack in a box. It's a roller coaster. You don't know where it's going to go up or where it's going to come down.
Well, it hasn't been that way for me. I'm not saying I see all the changes because some of the things I didn't actually know the way they were originally. But the ones that have changed, I see them. 95% of the ones that have been spoken out.
That don't mean you're going to remember them. That don't mean that you can't be snatched from this timeline and don't even remember talking to us. And see, that's how it works. If they're working on frequencies.
I'm sorry, brother. I gotta jump out of here.
Okay, I'm about to end anyway.
I'll see you at the other channel, cowboy.
I'm about to end anyway. I'm about to end with the song.
Okay.
You can keep going. It's gonna take me about 10 minutes to get everybody on.
Okay.
No, I was about to end it. I told you I'll end in an hour, and so I got the song ready, and so I'm about to end.
You want me to sing it?
No, I got a cue.
I'm just kidding.
All right, guys, I'll see you in a bit. I love you guys.
I love you. Thank you for coming.
Okay, see you, cowboy.
Love y'all too. So sorry I gotta jump out. So love y'all.
Let me just one thing I want to say. I don't know about the timelines and everything, and I can't go with everybody else's mind and their memories. I can only go, but pretty much by what I know and what I see, and with people like you, what you know and what you see that you mention, other people that bring up their memories and their mention, and I agree with them. Yeah, I remember it like that. And that's pretty much how I got started in this Mandela effect. People were making videos and pointing out things to me. Hey, did you know Mirror Mirror changed? Now it's Magic Mirror, things like that. Now I might not ever looked at that video or that Snow White cartoon movie ever again, but somebody brought it up and I know that it was Mirror Mirror. But unless they pointed out, I might not have seen it. Now we, as people that were Mandela affected, that were seeing the changes, the couple that has 250,000 subscribers, many of us were telling them all the different changes, but they were ignoring it. Now they can't ignore all those comments. They're not blind. They're very intelligent people. But there might be something more to it because I heard they both worked for Alex Jones.
Maybe they just was told not to see it.
Maybe that's true. Maybe they were told to hush on this one.
All right, and so you don't know. That's why I say we can't speculate. And so with that, I thank you for coming on, man.
All right, thanks for having me, Iman. It's always good to talk to you. I still like you, even though you said. I forget what you said earlier, that they see your videos and they don't like you. But I still watch your videos and I still like you, so you're okay. You're okay with me, brother.
All right.
All right. Thank you for having me on. Okay. Ciao.
And so, with that, we're gonna end the show, and like again, I'm gonna play that song. For those that are still here, and so I hope Stonebender is still in, and I hope JW is in, and the people that never heard the song, I'm gonna go and play it, and that's how the show gonna end. So I thank you all for coming, and I'll catch y'all later.
I pray, you pray. Everybody pray, we pray, you pray. Effective prayers of the righteous avail.